Gonna walk up.
Good morning, everybody. I hope you're all doing good. I'm so sorry I didn't pick up the camera in like 3 weeks. I think it's been a lot. It's been so much. I can't wait to tell you guys what happened in the company. It's been absolutely crazy in terms of growth. We've seen our like most exciting times, and you know, more is to come. So yeah, let me break it down for you real quick. So basically, the agency is doing well. We kind of switched the model. As I said in the previous videos, we were kind of trying things here and there, like selling, you know, one-shot projects, selling like recurring projects, and you know, kind of switching between one and another. And now we would just like sell only long-term projects, which is way more qualitative for both our agency in terms of like revenue, because it allows for more growth. You know, you just have a steady pace of like growth that you can kind of, you know, anticipate, and you can hire for that. And that's what we did. Actually, we hired someone, guys. That's so exciting. And well, basically, so what happened is that now we sell only recurring revenue model based, you know, work, because we can be so much more efficient while doing so. Basically, what we would do with an agency that is coming to us is that we would dive deep in an audit that my co-founder would do, because my co-founder is actually the persona we're targeting. He's like the founder of an agency that's doing more than $1 million a year, stuck between like, you know, whole processes, having a team that is not 100% efficient, and he wants more margin and more ROI on like automation systems and using AI agents to kind of, you know, undertake the market. And that's what we sell. So it's very easy for him to understand the needs of a specific business, of a specific agency, based on like, you know, how are you doing in sales, how are you doing in delivery, how are you doing in the admin, how are you doing in like the onboarding phase, and all of that. And we can map that out and just give you a full roadmap over like 3 to 6 to 12 months that would allow you to just see exactly how you'll end up in like a few weeks, a few months, in terms of automations. And in terms of the numbers, like we can basically put numbers in front of that and say, yeah, so for the first month we would focus on that, because this is the quick win. Like we would develop it quick, it would have a significant impact on your business, and this is like the most important and the top priority right now you should have. So that's what we would do, and it's just so much more powerful in terms of like our sales pitch, our like the way we conduct the business. It just makes sense now. And we kind of had to go through this valley of like uncertainty, because it's kind of needed when you get started in the business, I think, from my point of view, because I'm like a full beginner of that, and this is like just so fun to learn all of those things along the way. But yeah, say quick, like in the last video I think we were doing around 5k a week, but that was not steady, like because we kind of signed deals that were like, yeah, I would pay first half of the bill and then the next half on the next month. So basically at the end of the month, that was not that crazy numbers, you know. It was like quite good, not anything risky. We are doing good money, I'm not saying that, but if you compare that to the amount of work that is put behind, like, because for real, I think I'm working at least 12 hours a day, 6 days a week. Like sometimes on Sunday I'm like, yeah, chill a bit, you know, I'm not a beast, I'm not a robot, I'm not an AI agent myself, so I have to kind of, you know, just be cautious about that, because I don't want to burn out. And yeah, I'm working at least 12 hours a day. Pretty simple routine here. I think I'll do a video about like all the bullshit you're told about business, like when you're getting started, and what you should really be doing, and what can lead you to actually where I am. I'm not like at the best point of my life, but I think I kind of passed the first step, which is from being to 0 to 10k a month, and then like from stabilizing more than 10k a month in income, which is quite nice. And that's something I did like in a couple of months. So I think I can kind of teach you how to do it, like without and with all like the humility of the world. I'm just like sharing my experience as I've been inspired by others' experiences, you know. But well, that thing says. But well, yeah, just quickly, in terms of revenue, we are now running our, like, this is Thursday morning right now, so we're half the week in, and we just signed 10k worth of deals now for this week, with only, you know, one deal that is not recurring revenue for us. So that's amazing. Like the agency is growing, it's so nice. We're speaking to actually like the biggest in our industry, the most famous digital agencies here in France, and it's just so fucking nice that people kind of, you know, they recognize us in the sphere, in the sector, you know. I'm not speaking about like being recognized like in public, but you know, it's kind of fun. And yeah, yesterday actually I was like in a tech event, like French tech event, with like a bunch of startup guys and investors, and I was like speaking around with some people, and it was so fun that like quite some people would have recognized me from like the ads we're running, from like the LinkedIn posts I make. And it's kind of a blessing because there's something I learned along the way, which is like everything you do is like for delayed gratification. What I mean by that is that when you work on, let's say you work on Monday, the results are going to show up on Friday, you know. And it's kind of true for everything in life. And I think like what we did in September, in like October, is kind of getting results right now in November. So that was kind of frustrating at first, but now I can understand the full process, and I'm just like taking the big picture, trying to keep the motivation up and yeah, stay motivated overall. So that's really, really fun. That's what happened. And yeah, I'll leave you up there, guys. I'll pick up the camera soon to just tell you a little bit about what's going on, but it's really nice. I'm really happy actually to get back to those videos and, you know, just enjoy it, man.
Here come old flat top, he come grooving up slowly. He got juju eyeball, he one holy roller. He got hair down to his knee.
Right, guys, I hope you're doing good. Very quick video to talk about like a fancy thing that happens within the market of AI right now. We saw a lot of people saying that AI is like a bubble market, and I'm kind of agreeing with that, and it's basically because of one thing. And the one thing is that B2B and AI implementation is very, very misunderstood for now. Like, people think that, you know, AI agents, fancy AI systems with a lot of things are gonna lead to more revenue for their businesses. And it may not be wrong, but the thing is, money lies within the simpler systems and the simpler automation. If you run a business today and you're looking forward to, you know, increase your margin, increase your satisfaction of the client, your efficiency, make the company more lean overall, you should be asking the right questions, which are not like, yeah, can we do this fancy system with like a lot of agents communicating within them and working for us, like doing all the work for us and, you know, figuring out things and inventing processes. This is not how it should be done. The good way, the healthy way to lead that and to increase your margins and your revenue through the automations and AI systems is to ask yourself the right questions. Like, is the process necessary? Is the process standardized? And is the process leading to more revenue and friction within the business? These are like the three major, I think, questions. And with that in mind, you can basically audit your own business, asking yourself, yeah, what takes me a lot of time right now? What doesn't? What's the top priority in terms of automation and things like that? You kind of reverse engineer the thing, because a lot of company, they come to us and they ask, yeah, we would like to build that. It's fancy, it's big, and I heard that it's doable. And the thing is, it's not. Right, guys, so I just did some shopping about this and this Lego masterpiece, man. Oh, fucking hell. I'm gonna build this right now. Yeah, for the little improvements we made with the flat, because if you can remember well, like a couple of weeks ago, a couple of months ago, it was totally empty here. But yeah, not much changements since then. You got the bed here, the desk here, and you know, the calisthenics shit here. So my life is basically a triangle. So I go there, then I go there, then I go there, and then I repeat. And this is like a full day of my life. But now we have this little beautiful lady, which is a 2017 Stratocaster. My dream guitar is here, guys. What the hell? And we have a nice amp for that. But yeah, the shelves is actually less empty than it was before, which is nice. And the Lego is gonna go there as well. So it's gonna be very great. But yeah, the guitar is actually amazing. And with all due respect to my fellow entrepreneurs, like Rolex and watches are good, but you can keep it. I'm buying this shit. Guys, so I came to a realization not long ago, because I'm preparing for the semi-marathon in Cairo in like 2 weeks. And well, let's not say that I'm not ready for that, but well, I didn't really have time to train properly, so I'm kind of trying to do it right now. But the thing is, I was walking like 2 days ago with Marta, my co-founder, in Dubai, and we were like looking and staring at the people running, and we were like, well, is that sport really cool? Like, and we basically came to the conclusion that running is not worth the effort, like for the result you get, because running is not a sport with a lot of aura. Like this is like so dumb to, you know, just run, and I don't know, it feels wrong. So I just decided that this is gonna be my last race for like a long time because I want to focus on more, you know, calisthenics training. Maybe start like boxing or MMA, things like that. Because running is exhausting. This is a really hard sport, but I really think that like the effort isn't worth the prize, because the prize is just, you know, hey, I did this race and that's it. So yeah, this is my conclusion, guys. So now I have no choice because I basically enrolled in that, and we, my like best friend and I are running in Cairo like 2 weeks from now. So just need to focus on that and train more and train a bit more. But well, I'm not a very good runner, first thing. Second, I don't really like it. I don't really enjoy it. I don't have like what they call the running endorphin, like the drug of the runner, you know, this kind of stuff. I don't really have it. So at some point I just feel I should stop training for that because I don't enjoy it. Point, like that's it. But well, let's run a bit, guys.
Stop and wait a sec. When you look at me like that, my darling, what did you expect? I'd probably still adore you with your hands around my neck, or I did last time I checked. Not shy of a spark. The knife twists at the thought that I should fall short of the mark. Frightened by the bite, though it's no harsher than the bark. The middle of adventure is such a perfect place to start.
Look at those barista styles, guys. What a foam. Good morning, everyone. This is Monday. We're kicking off a new week. We're actually like 2 weeks ahead from the, you know, December break. So I'll be taking a few days off because I'll be traveling to Egypt and France, which means that I'm not gonna be very available to work. But the thing is, I didn't really stop working since I think around like March last year. So this will be definitely interesting and a good idea, I think, to refuel a bit and, you know, come back more motivated for January, because we have a couple of things on the line. I think that the company is kind of leaving the valley of despair that we were in like for the past couple of months, because our revenue wasn't growing much, because the thing is, what we do is quite new. There are not a lot of agencies providing automations and NA10 that are very established and that do like, you know, more than 50 grand a month, which is kind of our target for like Q1 2026, I think. But we hired someone actually. So this week's agenda is going to be about processes, you know, making sure that I build all the SOPs and all the processes that are going to be fixed from the time the person starts in January, which means that we need to make sure the processes we have into place regarding like project management, regarding, you know, calls with clients, the way we handle the thing, the way we package it has to be fixed, because we won't be able to change it after that. So I have to think about it and to make sure that this is the right way to go for. Now, there are still another few topics. One is about admin, because we definitely have an issue on getting paid on time. I mean, most of our clients, they're very skeptical when they start working with us, because as I said, it's not very common to work with an automation agency. And because of that, they often ask for like 50% payment, and like 50% in the beginning, 50% in the end. The thing is that in the end, it always like kind of lags, and the people are like, yeah, maybe this is not mandatory. This is like an optional bill. This is not, man. This is not. So we have to make sure we, you know, are a little bit more fixed on that, and we kind of now obligate our client to go for Stripe payments, which means that we're sure to get paid on time, because that's a massive problem actually. This is the second topic. The third topic is to get more leads, guys, because we kind of stopped generating leads, which is a big error, and we knew that, but I don't know, we just didn't find time to do it properly. So we don't run any marketing beside of the ads right now. So I don't create content like educative content on LinkedIn and on YouTube anymore, because like the couple of weeks that just passed have been like pretty, you know, intense in terms of volume, and I've been like spending all of my free time handling project management, making sure our service is actually on point and that we do things well, which is a massive challenge actually when you start, as I said, a company that hasn't been done much. Because let's say I want to run outbound agency or an ads agency, you can find a lot of blueprints online. The thing is, there are only a very few companies that do well in our fields, and even the people that are like saying you, yeah, we run AI, we live based out of AI, things like that, they very often do their money through courses, schools, and you know, they don't really actually run a business that is profitable in that way. They're more like teachers than something else, which is a little weird, but well. Yeah, that's the third major challenge of the week. And the fourth one, which is not a light one, is to just take care of the clients we currently have. So yeah, the days are going to be pretty full. That's it. Let's not waste more time and let's go to work.
Yeah. I don't even want to talk too much. Shit, man. Why? Yeah. Scared of success once my prefrontal cortex develop. Perfectly good opportunities feel like a setup. That should be opposite me. How can I get a
Right, guys, what's up? So the week is coming to an end right now. We're Thursday night, 9 p.m. I'm flying tomorrow at 4 to Egypt, so I'm gonna cut this video right there because I want to prepare, you know, such a banger for like this Christmas break, which is actually not gonna be a break, but I'm like so stressed, man. Guys, sorry. I'm like so fucking stressed because I didn't really lay back even like more than a day since I started this whole thing. Like, yeah, 6 to 8 months ago right now. So I'm really stressed about like leaving the business running by itself, because we're now a team of 5. Fucking hell, man. That's crazy to say. But yeah, there is still a lot of like issues and, you know, challenges we face every day, because at the end of the day, I think that like business is just going from an issue to another issue, like basically. And initially I felt that like that was just the beginning. Like the beginning was messy, the beginning was chaos, and then it all turns out to be like super peaceful and you earn money without doing shit. That's not the case, guys. So yeah, that's the first realization I came to. But well, this is what happened. Regarding to do, we're doing pretty well, I think. All the projects are being like supervised quite better right now. We kind of switched a lot over the last weeks on what we sell and how we sell it, because we're still trying to figure out our big product market fit. That is still like unmatched for now, I would say, even though we're not doing bad in sales, you know, but it's not like the real product market fit we want to get. So that's the first topic. And then for like the rest of the thing regarding my life, it's been like not that funny over the last couple of days. So I didn't recall actually, like the last video you saw was like a couple of days ago. But yeah, I just worked a lot preparing for this break of like a week and a half, because I will be traveling and, you know, I won't have direct access to a proper workstation and a proper internet connection, even though I will have like some clients meeting while in Egypt, which is like which is hell, but you know, we have to do it. That's what matters the most to me, to keep this company growing, you know. And yeah, you just have to do it at some point, so no problem on that. And last but not least, thanks a lot guys for coming along. Actually, I get so many like DMs on Instagram of people just watching my stuff and, you know, bouncing from like what I do, what I experience, what I live, to what they themselves are living or are experiencing or have experienced in the past. And I actually really like it. You know, that's also what matters the most to me with this whole like content thing, because this is not getting me any client, I think, because I'm like maybe too authentic on what's going on with the business, saying that sometimes it's a little messy and it's a little bit of chaos. But even though like, I don't know, I'm just not selling stuff here. I just want to build a connection with people like-minded and within the same stages in the business, or like previous stages, or like next stages. So yeah, that's just the thing. And please do not hesitate to reach out on Instagram. I would actually send the link to my profile in like the description of this video. So please drop me a DM. I would be super happy to discuss with all of you guys. Actually, yeah, as I said, I've connected with so many people from this YouTube channel, even though I have like such a few subscribers for now. This is like just nice because I reached the right audience, and this is what matters the most to me. So thanks a lot, guys. We see you in the next one, which is gonna be a crazy banger one. And yeah, hoping you have a great day, have a great week, have a great Christmas Eve, and I don't know, that's it, guys. Thank you.